In the digital age, companies around the world are rising to the challenge of innovation to stay competitive. Our episode takes you from Shanghai to Switzerland to find out how sectors from fine watchmaking to the medical industry are adapting to digitalization. Go behind the scenes of these transformations, where tradition and technology meet to shape the future. Let's take a moment to get to know the key players in this episode.
LX Precision was founded in Shanghai in September 2001.
The company's main activity is Swiss-type machining, but we also increase the milling activities. It has around 100 machines and employs 230 people more or less.
SJ Deck was created on July 1st, 2023. We specialize in watchmaking, micro-components, essentially movements.
TechTree is a company that has been in business for 25 years. Our main market is medical components.
Vardeco was founded in 1984 and is part of the Acrotech Group. We specialize in bar turning with high-speed machines. We still work on traditional machines. We have around 250 CAM machines.
Technology is just a tool. It's what you do with it that counts. In the context of digitalization, each company shapes a unique path that reflects its vision.
We started the digitalization project in 2019. The only thing we had at the time was an ERP. And an ERP that wasn't being used very well, in fact. We started from a very low base and made a lot of efforts, which were in fact made throughout the COVID period.
So at the implementation, we spend a lot of time to study the work process and the system architecture and also all the machine to connect all the devices and the equipment through this IoT platform.
What we want to get through the digitalization and Industry 4.0 is we want to make the data more valuable and we want to make our works more simple. So these integrations between the different IT systems can help us to reduce the duplicated work, and it's also help us to make the data more valuable.
In some situations, traditional machines are irreplaceable. What's in it for Vardeco to modernize these CAM machines?
We have data in our ERP, but it's not very accurate. Because we count parts by the day, so we can calculate productivity indicators, but it will be very general. We'll see non-performance, but we won't have any idea of the cause of these problems. With connected machines, we'll already have much more precise visibility. We'll know the frequency of stops, the number of stops, the length of stops. At a glance, we'll be able to know at the end of the day, okay, I didn't perform well, but why? And then, the final aspect will be to be able to make more global analyses so as to be able to justify investments to kill off recurring defects that lead to overall non-performance.
In collaboration with Brütsch Rüegger Tools, SJ Deck chose to integrate a digital control system right from the start. Is it a winning bet?
We started from scratch and ended up with a blank workshop. In the end, it's a huge added value to have these instant inspection software programs, saving us a lot of time. In the end, everything's linked, because there's a regular in-process inspection report. So when we inspect the finished product, we have a better product guarantee for the customer.
We decided to develop software quite late on, so we're talking maybe 2018 to 2019, the early days, and the idea was to bridge the gap between in-process and final inspection, which was one of the first aspects, one of the first USPs we wanted to have in our application. The second was to work on modern technologies that use highly efficient processing techniques, enabling us to handle large quantities of data. All this put into a box that enables companies in the medical field, for example, to ensure 100% traceability, to be able to take back control data that was carried out several years ago and find exactly what had been measured with an instrument.
all our machines are connected, and we get real-time productivity data, so we know exactly what has been produced. And then the idea is also to anticipate the planning of our machines according to machine productivity. The other advantage is that we can see in real time if there should be a problem on a machine at one of the two sites, and then even receive alerts and be able to take immediate action.
With digitalization, we can be absolutely sure that the product we're going to send has the required dimensions and surface. Because before, when we did things by hand, there was always the possibility of adjusting the dimension in one way or another. Whereas with digitalization, it's the machine that takes the dimension. And either the dimension is right or it's wrong, and it puts it directly into the system.
Today, we have full traceability and a complete history of our inspections, and we can easily certify the integrity of our data. As far as batch release is concerned, we can guarantee that everything has been done according to the rules, with the justification of documents, the history of withdrawals in toolbox systems, and the history of measurements.
We're forced to use everything that's out there to be better and to make a difference because our customers are international, and to justify doing production in Switzerland today, we also have to be better than our European, Asian and American competitors because our manufacturing costs are clearly higher. So we have to be better at managing production and production efficiency.
We've seen the dramatic impact of digitalization on improving product quality and production processes. Join us for our next episode as we explore a case study of this revolution and discuss the fascinating prospects for the future of this industry.